kind of get shit going.
I mean, they've done a great job of making that show better and better every year.
Yeah.
I remember.
It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, we were in 2007. I was in culinary school with Tyler.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and in Johnson, Wales, and we would watch it every Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
At 7 o'clock on our
my God, every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday on our tube TV. We had a tube TV that I brought from home to our dorm room.
Tube TV?
Yeah, like the normal ass TV. I have to say tube, like, it's not that long ago, Dave. It was a Magnavox.
Okay, I remember those being like $300 or something.
Yeah, Magnavoxes. Yeah, they were. Well, you can get a 27-inch for like $500
you can get like
or
those
something
combo
like that.
TVs, you know, with a VCR,
yeah,
with a DVD attachment. Yep.
Best Buy, 2007. Damn. How long did you stay at the Raw Bar?
I was actually only there for about 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you leave?
Well, I was moving to San Diego.
Okay, got you.
And, you know,
so you actually
I let them know ahead of time.
Yeah.
For sure. That,
and,
you know, I'm not. This is not like I'm not going to stay here for a long time. Like I have plans to move to California.
Heard. And then speaking of moving, were you flying or driving?
I was driving.
What were you driving?
What kind of car?
Yeah.
A Toyota Celica.
What year?
2007.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Those cars actually look really good.
There was actually the last year that they made the Celicas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you drove the last ever made Celica. Mm-hmm. Whatever happened to that car?
I got rid of it before I left for Top Chef.
Okay. All right. We'll get to that story later on. Poor Celica. So you're still, it's pretty remarkable that you're this young and you're like, oh, I'm going to go to San Diego after Chicago. And then you did it. Mm-hmm. Like, that's hard to do when you're young. Like,
I don't think so.
I mean,
I think when you're young, you kind of have nothing to lose. And
I hear you.
You know, you kind of have like that freedom to like kind of go do whatever.
Yeah, but that's a big journey. Like, I didn't go past Washington, D.C. for the first, 20 years of my life.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like, we went to Florida and shit, but we never went west, you know, and driving from Chicago to fucking San Diego, like, that's a long drive.
Yeah, I've done it twice, actually.
Yeah.
I've done it twice.
Like, even logistically, what are you, fucking map questing at this point?
I was
map questing. You're printing.
I literally printed out instructions and followed those instructions.
Yeah. And then when you get lost, it's like, oh no.
You're fucked at
you
that
just
point.
have to literally backtrack.
I had to back up like a map
as
well.
Okay.
So I, had to learn how to read a map.
That's what I'm saying. Learn how to read a map. Still don't know how to do that to this day.
Well,
all right?
I mean, we have the technology.
Yeah,
we have
exactly.
GPS now,
it makes
so
it
it's
easier.
kind of like
don't
necessarily need it, but you should know how to read a map.
Oh, for sure. And how did that? Where'd you stay? Were you like staying in hotel rooms?
When I moved?
Yeah, where you were driving to San Diego.
No, I literally drove the entire way. I stopped maybe 3 times when I got tired, when my eyes got tired, to one of those like rush stops and literally just closed my eyes until I felt, I felt not tired enough to start driving again.
Jeez. So you were on a mission, and did you have any contacts in San Diego?
No.
You were gunning to move to a place, not stopping, sleeping 2 hours. You knew nobody, no job, no nothing. Mm-hmm. What was your plan when you got there?
Honestly, I have no fucking clue.
You were just like,
I knew I wanted to be in California. Actually, that's not true. I did know someone. I have a friend who lives in San Diego still to this day, that I knew from high school, and so we reconnected.
Okay,
yeah,
heard that. So this friend, you get there, and what's your first impression? Like, you've always wanted to move to California. You're in California.
Yeah.
Like, how fucking crazy was that for you?
It was pretty insane. Obviously, like, coming off of a 36-hour drive.
Yeah.
Because if you drove straight without taking any breaks, it's about a 32-hour drive. So I literally like took 3 or 4 naps, or I think, I don't know, an hour nap each time. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty insane. So like when I actually got into San Diego, the first thing I did was go to the beach.
Okay.
And kind of just take that in.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at the Pacific Ocean. I don't know, I was just kind of overwhelmed at that point.
Yeah.
Just it was pretty awesome, to be honest.
That sounds...
to see the ocean, and I mean, it's just a totally different environment, totally different vibe than what I was used to, than what I grew up in.
Yeah.
So,
whoa.
For sure, a culture shock.
Yeah, 100%. And how long did you sort of live there before you got a job?
That's actually pretty funny because I applied to this place several times and never got a call back. It was one of the best restaurants in San Diego. I'm sure you can pretty much figure out what that restaurant is. But I never got a call back, and so I kind of had a backup plan of working for Best Buy again.
Yeah.
So I did that part-time.
Okay.
And I worked at another seafood joint, kind of like a fancier Joe's Crab Shack, if you will, and just kind of did that during the nighttime. So I worked at Best Buy during the day and worked at a restaurant in the evening.
Okay.
So I pulled doubles all the time.
Heard that. Just to sort of figure out where you were going.
Exactly. Because I didn't get the job that I wanted in San Diego.
And then how long did you stay with that cycle of things?
For the entire time I was in San Diego. So I actually lived in San Diego for 11 months, so close to a year, until I moved to Vegas.
Heard that.
Yep.
So you did Best Buy and seafood restaurant, 11 months in San Diego. What made you decide to leave?
It wasn't what I expected it to be.
Okay.
San Diego is a very, very lax town, very chill, and that's not necessarily the experience I was going for.
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't getting as much out of it as I thought I was. So I started reading about all these different restaurants in Vegas and kind of started looking that way for more volume experience and kind of the more finer dining type of scene. And I staged at Spago.
Okay.
And literally got offered the job. I told the chef, who is my mentor now, I told him, I'm not looking to move out here for another 2 months. And he was like, oh, well, you have the job today if you want it. I'm like, okay. And so I actually, I went back to San Diego, and I ended up, not that same night, but I ended up within that week getting into a pretty bad car accident.
Oh, wow.
And I fucked up the Celica.
Oh, no.
It was rainy, and obviously, in California, where it never rains.
Yeah. When
you kind of hit a patch, I kind of went,
well, you're
spiraling.
Spinning.
Yep. So I was actually, I was going the wrong way on the freeway. I was actually supposed to be going northbound instead of southbound. So I went to get off on a ramp, and it was a pretty sharp turn. And so I hit the brakes a little too hard, and I spun out and got off and hit the curb. And so I kind of fucked up my car.
Okay.
And
but not yourself, not
no. I was fine.
Yeah,
the car was not. And so luckily there was some highway patrol ahead of me, and they saw what had happened, and I got the car towed, and my friend had come and picked me up, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I don't have a car right now, so I guess I'll move to Vegas and get that job, because I don't necessarily need a car in Vegas. I can live close enough to the Strip where I can take a bus to work and shit like that. So I moved to Vegas literally a week later after my car accident.
Heard that.
Yeah.
And this job at Spago, your stage, what was that like?
It was pretty intense.
Yeah.
You kind of get just kind of thrown in the fire.
Yeah.
It's a very, very busy restaurant. We're doing like 700-800 covers a day.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, Spago opened at like 11:30 a.m.
Yeah.
And did dinner service through like 11 p.m., 12 midnight. So it was
sounds like a 24-hour a day kitchen operation.
Well, for lunch, the cafe, we had a front cafe.
Yeah.
And Spago was at the Forum Shops at Caesars. And so the cafe was open from 11 to 3:30, 2:30, 3:30. And I worked in the dining room, so the fine dining part in the back. Okay. And we opened in the evening. So obviously we would do some sort of carryover always. So yeah, it was a very busy restaurant.
Yeah. How long after you moved to Vegas did you find an apartment?
Actually, one of my really good friends in San Diego had her ex-boyfriend was living in Vegas at the time, and she introduced me to him, and his current girlfriend at the time ended up being my roommate. Whoa. So that's how that connection happened, which was pretty insane. Yeah.
Good for that relationship ending on good terms. Mm-hmm. Jesus.
Yeah.
Self an apartment.
It was like a high school. It was like a grade school boyfriend girlfriend situation. Yeah.
Like a fifth grade kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so you moved to Vegas. You're working at Spago. What year is this?
2009.
2009. Heard that.
2009.
2009. Did you cross paths with Chef Cat at all?
I didn't.
Oh.
No.
I don't know if she was there at that time, but I'm pretty sure. But maybe
really?
She was at Melise, maybe. What was your time at Spago like, and how long did you stay there?
I ended up staying at Spago for 2 years. Mm-hmm. Honestly, Vegas was very weird for me. I don't love Vegas. Yeah. But I wanted to stay there for the experience, and so I did. When I moved there, it was funny because I did not unpack my bags for at least like 6 months. Yeah. I was very sure. I was like, fuck this place. I'm going to leave. Like, I'm going to leave.
What didn't you like about it?
Just Vegas in general. Like the vibe, the life, I guess. Like the nightlife. Just the partying, that's just not my scene per se. I wasn't about it, but I kind of.
So you're very much go to work, come back.
Yeah, that's the kind of person I am always.
Gotcha.
Like I think the 2 years that I lived in Vegas, I probably went clubbing like twice, and that was when like my friends came into town. Yeah. So.
Huh. Mm-hmm. And what stations did you work at Spago?
I basically ended up being Tournant. And Junior Sue. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And who is your chef there?
Eric Klein.
Eric Klein. Yeah. And you say that's your mentor still to this day?
Yep. And he's now the director for culinary of Wolfgang Puck Catering here out in LA.
They just did a fucking documentary on HBO on that shit.
He's on it.
He's on that shit.
He's on it, yeah.
I'll check it out again.
Yeah.
All right.
The Alsatian did.
Yeah, got you. Because I put it on as I was cooking. Mm-hmm. So I didn't get to watch it. But
it's a really cool operation.
It's a really cool operation. Yeah. I didn't know that when they fed people at award shows that they serve when the commercial breaks are going on.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. It's insane.
Yeah.
The army that goes through catering, it's fucking gnarly. Like my boyfriend works for the company.
Yeah.
Still, so it's the amount of people they feed, catering events, like all that stuff. It's honestly my jaw's open, the amount of people that they feed and how they do it, and the amount of time they have to do it. It's insane.
It's almost like the Dinner Impossible kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Jesus. you want to leave Vegas, and how do you make that move?